I'm never sleeping, cause sleeping is the cause of your death. Live by the code till I take my last breath. I'm never sleeping. I hustle while you rest. We from the cooking still ain't nothing left.
It's your boy Reality Round Bullard, man. I'm here with another episode of the Reality Round with my co-host
Boss Hawk 215 _ Reality Realm. Hey man, listen, this is episode number 27, man. Big things are happening. We would like for more big things to happen. Let's just jump right into it, man. We got a lot of things to talk about in this episode. Let's jump right into it. So first things first is our life topics. Is a woman knowing her place paramount to a successful relationship? I'm gonna let you start that off.
You motherfucking right it is. See, sometimes you just got to know when to shut the fuck up, fall back, and behave. And you know what? And I'm not just saying that about women, people, period. Women, men alike. We both need to understand to stay in our lane. But the focus is women right now. So yeah, y'all got to learn sometimes to fall the fuck back. Because see, nothing's more of a turnoff to a man than a woman that don't know her limits. Overstepping your bounds, doing too much, saying too much, you know what I'm saying? Putting yourself in places that you shouldn't be. Because I've always been taught from a young buck to a grown man. I've always been taught from day motherfucking one, from everybody that was of influence in my life, that when a woman wants to be treated like a woman, she needs to conduct herself that way, and she needs to carry herself like that and never put herself in a place to be treated like something other than a woman. Meaning a man. So you want to keep your femininity, you want to stay a woman, you don't want certain things to come your way, you shouldn't put yourself in a line of that type of fire.
Real shit.
Understanding your limits, knowing when you're doing too much, saying too much is key. You damn right it's paramount. You motherfucking right it is, and that's reality.
I mean, yeah, you know what? Nothing irks me more than a chick who wants to be a dude. And like you just said, you want to be a dude, or you want to talk and act like a dude. But when dude shit come around, now all of a sudden, I'm a female. What was all that bruh talking, all that gangster shit? You know what I'm saying? You know, when it's time for you to step up and play your part. So I think I have to agree with you on this one, man. I didn't think so coming into the episode, after you broke it down, yeah, because you know, you got some female do it to a T. You know what I'm saying? You know, they play their part, and those are the ones, you know, are in the more successful relationships. Then you got those who want to be, like, I seen a joint on Instagram, and it's old, though, but somebody just put it back up. I don't know if you saw this joint where the boy got caught cheating, and the chick had the gun and start shooting, like, in their bedroom.
No, I ain't see that.
Yeah, this was, like, probably, like, a year ago or something. Somebody, I guess, reposted it, and I saw it, and I'm like, yo, like, go over there, like, yo, like, what you want me to do? You got a whole burner in my face when I'm supposed to be tough. Now, if he was a real nigga, I don't want nobody pointing no gun at me, so we gonna be tussling like a motherfucker. What happened after that happens? But she was in there talking to him, like, yeah, she's shooting shots in the ceiling and everything. I'm like, all right. So now, what if the situation was reversed? Then it's gonna be, oh, I'm a female. Why you doing this to me? No, you was just tough when the rabbit got the gun. They always tough.
All the time, baby.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, that's and I definitely agree with you that, man. They gotta know. And then, like I said, this ain't no, like you said, this ain't no feminist shit, no, like nothing like that. But you gotta know when it's time for your dude to step up. And sometimes it's time for you to step up. You know what I'm saying? You know, certain things. You know what I'm saying? It's a trade-off.
Thank you. There you go. That
you can't
understand what time is key.
Right. And you can't be just, you know what I'm saying? You know, you can't have a dick and a pussy. I mean, you can, so hermaphrodite, but I mean, I doubt if you are one. So, I mean, it is what it is.
Exactly.
So, all right, moving along from that one, man, because we got a bunch of stuff to get to. Why do you think us as people, we stereotype, right? And it's from race to race, culture to culture. It doesn't matter what it is. And sometimes it's put out there for us to stereotype. You know what I'm saying? Stuff you see on TV, the media pushing stuff to you. You know what I'm saying? Without you having self-knowledge of what's really going on. Why can't we see what's going on and take it on a case-by-case scenario? Like me, I got friends in different races. So, and I'm pretty sure you do too. You know what I'm saying? You know, we don't choose what race to be friends with. You choose the friends on how that person is. So, I guess I already got into it. But me personally, I think it should be taken on a case-by-case scenario, person to person. You know what I'm saying? Just because you are, let's say, Chinese, but you might be a good dude. You know what I'm saying? I might not vibe with you the way I might not vibe with him the way I vibe with you, but that don't make him any less of a friend. You know what I'm saying?
No doubt.
And I can't just say, oh, all you good for is making General Tso's chicken or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, you can't do that because, like, from my understanding and what I see, the media, as I've grown, the media pushes a lot of stuff out there for us to be certain ways.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying? You know, like, somebody might not know, like, a person like me. I'm in the computers and stuff like that. You know, I'm into technology. Nobody wouldn't know that if I told them my address.
Right.
They would think, oh, he's just such and such. He's stereotyped from that neighborhood.
Yeah, no doubt.
You know what I'm saying? So I think honestly it's important, especially at these times, whatever, to take don't let the media control your mind. That's where I'm going with it.
Well, that's everybody's problem, man. You know, a lot of people, some of us as individuals, I think we do know this about ourselves, what I'm about to say, and some of them, but I think a lot of them don't. They don't realize it, but you know, like that old follow the leader mentality.
Right.
You know, that need, that desire to be a part of the majority. You know what I'm saying? So like when you say, why does everybody feed into it when that carrot is dangled out there? Because of the simple fact that everybody wants to be a part of the consumption of that carrot. Right.
That's true.
You know, everybody's breaking their neck getting over there. You know what I'm saying? Everybody want to be able to say that hey, I got a piece of that carrot too. I got a piece too. But whereas though some people step back and be like, I ain't eating that shit.
Right.
You feel me? Like, yo, you ain't gonna get that, man. Nah, I'm cool.
What's the ramifications of that? Was it spray? Just using the carrot analogy, was a pesticide sprayed on it? You know what I'm saying? Exactly. Did a rat come over and piss on this joint? I don't know, so I'm not touching it.
Exactly. You gotta ask yourself these kinds of questions, man. Like I tell you what, you show me somebody who lives their life just following everything that's put before them. They don't question it. They don't challenge it. They see it. They consume it, and bam, they on it. I will show you somebody that had one fucked up existence. Anybody that's living that way, you cannot tell me that your life has been great if that's the way you did you.
Exactly. Because you know what? You don't have any dreams or aspirations for yourself. So it's like when that one person, I think we touched on this on the previous episode too, when one person fall off or whatever they're doing, what are you going to do next? Jump on the next person. Then when they fall off, jump on the next person. You know what I'm saying? You have no guidance.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, and I think, and I hate to say it, man, but one thing I have been noticing that's toxic is social media, man. Like, social media is like probably the most toxic thing I've ever saw in my life.
Absolutely.
In my life. Exactly. And I say that because when you look at certain things that goes down on there, okay, when was it ever cool to be showing your guns on the internet? When was it ever cool to show your money on the internet? When was it cool to get high and fucking pass out on the internet?
I remember back in like 2010, right? When this shit really, really first started picking up steam. Some fucking clown was on Facebook. A table full of guns. And ATF came and took him and the fucking guns.
And probably took the phone.
Probably took the phone too. You know what I'm saying? Because shit is all evidence.
Yeah, exactly.
It's all evidence. So, I mean, come on, man. Like, you're right. Social media, I've said it many times in the past, it's the gift and the curse. It has many, many positive points, but it has, man, so many negative ones. And I feel personally that the negative ones outweigh the positive.
You know what? Yeah and no. Because, I mean, if you're a person that's just on there to get your money and you're using it the right way, which I think it was originally intended for, it's cool. But when you on there, I got 8 pounds allowed, and you show them all this, like, yo, dude, like, you know this is out there to billions of people, right? Like, you think ain't none of them no cop, they none of them fucking boys, them alphabet boys? Like, come on, man. You got to be smarter than that. You have to be. Matter of fact, I know somebody personally, you know him too, we'll talk about it off air or whatever, they got murked out over some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Doing the wrong thing on social media, and you already did some dirt, and then that's how the person found out.
I'm not surprised, bro.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, why would you do that? Why would you know what I'm saying? You know, if you that type of dude and you got to come up, leave it at that. Nobody needs to know.
But see, that's most motherfuckers' problem. They want everybody to know. See, the cats up, man. Niggas be straight frauding. They talk that shit like, like they don't want nobody in their business. They trying to move. They trying to move under the radar. That's a crock of shit. You want everybody in your fucking business. You want everybody knowing what you're doing because you want to feel special. Or so you think it's going to make you feel special.
Shit, that thing turned out bad more than good most of the time. Shit,
More often than not. Way more often than not. So, like they say, real gangsters move in silence.
Yeah. And you know, that's a quote that has held true over decades. And you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just something that just rings true. It's like, you can't get around that saying. You know what I'm saying?
No doubt.
Like, most people, I got 30 bodies. I'm not bragging about that shit. I don't want you to know. Like,
only a fool will want you to know that information.
Nah, I'm good. Like, you'll know if you do something to me. Shit. That's how you find out.
Hey, man, listen, brother. I've often said in my lifetime, if I'm arguing with a cat, or if I'm going through something, if something just jump off, just spontaneous, right? I'm way more concerned about the cat that don't say nothing versus the cat that's woofing and yelling and screaming and I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna air. I'm way more concerned about the nigga that's solid than I am this fucking clown over here.
Exactly. That's what I'm locking eyes. We're like, where's this nigga up to? He about to do something. Like, you know what I'm saying? He obviously, my mind, first thing, bang, he got the burner. All right. He ain't saying nothing.
Yeah, he too fucking quiet.
Exactly.
Something about to jump off.
Exactly.
This fucking clown over here, he laying all his shit on the table. Fucking idiot. So even if he is about, even if he is about his business with the shit, however you want to word it, if that's what it is with him, that's all well and good, but I'm going to see this idiot coming a mile away. I'm going to take care of that easy.
Right.
But this motherfucker over here, I don't know.
He on angles. I don't know what the fuck is going on with him.
Yeah, my point.
You know what I'm saying? And that same, like we just talked about, case by case scenario. You know what I'm saying? You got to deal with this whole world in a case by case scenario. That's the way I feel. I'm not going to turn down any. You know what I'm saying? I got friends that's not into anything but repairing stuff and doing stuff like that. You meet people along your journey in life. You know what I'm saying? If I got a problem, if I can't figure it out, like a lot of people call me to figure stuff out, I don't know, but I'll find out for you. Give me 24 hours. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. You know what I mean? So I deal with them on a case by case scenario, but they're not any different of a friend than my man who sold 20 bricks last night. Same, you know what I'm saying? Y'all in a different lanes, whatever, but we cool. I'm cool with them.
No doubt.
You know what I'm saying? You never can't just, he a lame, he a sucker. Yeah, but that sucker is getting sucker money and doing some good shit.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? So definitely, man. So I guess we agree on that. I think the world needs to realize, like I said, especially in this climate, man, especially everything that we're going through these days, case by case scenario, man. Don't, just because the person ain't in what you deem the in crowd, you know what I'm saying, doesn't mean they don't have any value. So I definitely think that's the way I'm looking at it, man. Now, moving along from that, so how do you think the NBA offseason should be handled? And when I say that, we're talking about when do you think it should start? Do you think it should be an all-star game? Should they scrap that? Do we scrap the all-star break? Just anything. How do you think the season should go down? Oh, another thing too, they was talking about cutting it back to 72 games.
You know what?
He's about to go off.
Nah, man. The NBA is getting on my fucking nerves, man. Bro, it's like, and it's a shame, man, because I grew up loving the NBA. But as a grown man, I do not feel the same. And it's annoying, man. It's like I want to love it because I've loved it as long as I've understood what sports was looking out my eyes.
Right.
I've loved it all my life. But now, here today, it's like, what the fuck is this? What is this? Like, everything about it, man. Everything. The fucking game itself, the players in it, I just can't. Yo, it's fucking. It make my blood boil. Real talk. And now here it is with more bullshit. I mean, damn, man, is this the NBA or is it a fucking soap opera league? What is it? There's always fucking drama. Like, oh, when is it start again? Oh, should we do away with the All-Star game, which they should, because it ain't shit. Oh man.
Let me stop you right there. The last All-Star game was pretty dope. I can't lie. That was the best All-Star game I've seen since that year when AI and Marbury brought the East back to win. That was the best one I've seen since then.
Can I ask you a question?
Oh, here we go. What, man?
See, you know what that sound like right there, bro. And I understand, you know, I get it. You still dug in, and that's cool. You know,
dug in, and that's cool.
Nah. I mean, it's cool. I just don't got no traction, man. My feet slipping. I'm like, I don't got no traction. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to find my footing in this shit. I mean, it's like I'll watch a whole NBA game, and for maybe 2-3 minutes. No, I ain't gonna say that. I say maybe 5 minutes, right? I'll see some shit take place in succession that reminds me of the game I knew. And I'll be like, okay. Then the bullshit starts. Come down, high screen 3. Come down, kick around, work it back 3. High screen, dive to the basket, kick it back out 3. Like, dog, that's not.
Well, you know who we have to blame for this, right?
Who we got to blame for it?
The D'Antonis of the world, the Daryl Morey's of the world. I'm gonna even take it back as far as the Don Nelson.
See, you know what? Don Nelson, D'Antoni, all the ones. Who was that other fucking clown? Who was that clown that used to coach the Sixers for 5 minutes that was trying to do that shit? What's his name? Doug Moe. That fucking like people. Everybody who ever tried to make this shit stick back in the day, they need to all collectively get together, go live on Zoom. No, real talk. They need to go live on Zoom, contact every NBA executive and say, get off our dicks. Because y'all motherfuckers would not embrace this shit when we was trying to make it the game. Everybody was worried about having a dominant big man, or if not having a dominant big man, just somebody that can be serviceable in that.
Yeah, serviceable big man. If you can get 16 and 9 or 10 out your center, you're good. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. And it was like, the game was inside out. You had to have low post. See, my thing is this, right? Why can't that still be the case? Why can't you? Because if you just must jack up 3-pointers, jack them Jones, but still, man, work on your game inside. That's where the art form of the game has been lost. When you seen a motherfucker have the ability to get down on that box, get somebody back, turn over, look over his shoulder, see where he at, give him an up fake, go around him, give him a turn around, boom, pop, go around him, lay him up. That kind of shit, you be like, yo, he shook. What the fuck was that? He put 3-4 moves together. Not just get the ball, turn around, and then you pulling the fuck up. Like, come on, man. That ain't ball, man. That's not ball. And all of this shit factors into where we are right now. Now, nobody asked for COVID. COVID is the real reason why we in this situation in terms of when they're going to start.
Yeah, season, right.
And Rudy Gobert, he's the real problem. He started this shit because he won't play. Yeah. I'm blaming you, Rudy. This is all your fucking fault. You had to go around touching microphones, acting like the virus wasn't real, giving that shit to everybody. You need to be kicked up your ass with a pair of boots with the toe that's still, and that's reality.
But hold up, though. I think Rudy gets an unfair case of this because even if he didn't do that, it was going to come about anyway. You know what I'm saying? He just speeded up the process.
Well, he shouldn't have put his foot on the gas pedal.
I mean, that's all the man did. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, when it first happened, it was fucked up because it was like, damn, we know this is going around. Why are you playing around like that? But in hindsight, with hindsight being 2020, it was going to pop up anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like,
he single-handedly shut the whole fucking league down. You long-legged fuck. You know what happened? I hope he slipped walking down his driveway. You know?
Damn.
Man, when he got home, I hope walking from his wheel to his front door, he slipped and bust his tall ass. Not in a way where he got really hurt, just enough to wake him the fuck up and get his attention. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, I wonder if did you ever hear? I haven't heard anything. I'm gonna do some digging throughout this weekend. But is him and Donovan Mitchell even speaking again? Him and Donovan Mitchell like keep the ball away from me. I don't want to talk to him. Like,
you know what? I don't know. It seemed like, now I could be wrong. Don't hold me to this, but it do seem like I vaguely remember hearing something about them kind of like squashing the tension. Vaguely, I remember this. Now I might be wrong.
Now that you say that, it does sound familiar. It really does sound familiar. It does.
I mean, if they didn't, I mean, can you knock Donovan Mitchell? You look what.
No, I mean, because at that point, and see the thing I didn't like about you, kind of endanger everybody on the team plus their family and friends.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? So it's not like you just did it to that. All right, we on the team and whatever. But no, they don't know. They might have went home and told they didn't have it, then they did have it, then they gave it to somebody else, and then somebody else gave it to somebody else. Like, so I feel you on that. But as far as the league goes, it was gonna come out anyway. So, I mean, take it light on Rudy, man. So, all right, so. What do you? All right, so let me tell you some of my thoughts.
Rudy.
Okay, all right, so we got that out the way. That's cool. So I think that the league now. So we was talking earlier. I think the date is put out there as December 22nd. I think it's unfair to the teams that made the finals, the teams who made the playoffs, especially deep into the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? I think that if it's going to start, I will probably start it. Or you know what? I got a whole different spin on this. How about this? Fuck it. Don't start it. Wait the next year.
That's what I was. Keep it traditional.
Wait the next year. You got your season out the way. Now, okay, now we just got to work around this. And now that gives you more time. All right, y'all. And I ain't going to lie. They did good with the bubble. They did good. They didn't have any COVID transmissions or nothing like that. They did good with it.
Now I wasn't gonna go there. I wasn't gonna bring that shit up.
I'm just saying.
I know you bubble touchy, so I ain't gonna bring that up. I ain't gonna bring that up.
Bubble touchy. What is that?
Bubble touchy, brother. You don't like when people diss the bubble. But listen, now, but being as though you brought it up, I'm gonna ask you about that.
Okay.
Do you, when the next season start, do they maintain the bubble?
I don't think it's possible. And this is the reason why I'm saying wait until next year. Don't do it. Wait until we get to 2021 and see what's going on. And that point, you're going to have multiple bubble situations. Which, remember, they tried to do, but it wasn't working out.
Yeah, because no, go ahead. Finish your thought.
Because what they did was they said all the teams who didn't make the playoffs had their own bubble in their cities. Like, the Warriors was actually practicing during the bubble.
Okay.
So it was like they had their own bubble set up for the team, per se. You know what I'm saying? Y'all didn't make the playoffs, but we're going to allow y'all to work out. Here you go. Here go a bubble situation for y'all.
Okay.
Because originally it was supposed to be Las Vegas and Disney in Orlando. But something happened to where I don't know what happened. They couldn't secure something, or they didn't feel comfortable with Vegas. I think the transmissions was too high, and they said we're going to put everybody in Orlando. Which I thought Florida was pretty fucking high on my damn self. I don't know how the logistics worked out on that. But I think that if it was me personally, I'm being honest, I probably would scrap. If we got to go in December or January, I don't want to see it because now the schedule's always going to be off because you're going to take a hit at some point in time.
And that's that. You know what? Okay, hearing you say that, that kind of took some of the spin off of what I was about to say because
that's what I do.
Okay. Well, you know what? How about this then, right? We're gonna go ahead and hypothetically, we're gonna say fuck all that. Mm-hmm. We're gonna start the season when it's supposed to start.
October.
Damn, that would be a long motherfucking time. But it, like you said, it would give them a lot of time to get a lot of shit right.
Exactly.
Anything that they felt that they did not get right before, they can get it right now.
Exactly.
But here's my question. Being as though it starts late October, being as though it starts right when the weather's about to make that turn, And as you're looking around now, according to the media anyway,
right, it spiked again.
COVID has spiked again. Now, should that be the case in 2021? Should that be the case? Another spike in another. But you, like I said, you kind of already answered it by saying, having, I guess, multiple bubble sites.
Right, exactly.
Around. Okay, because in the beginning I was thinking, damn, to put everybody from all these teams in
it's
one.
Not going to work.
That just can't. That shit sound fraud. Just
and what you would do is too, and I even got it just that fast. I got it worked out. So all right, so you break down the teams. All right, the whole eastern border pretty much has teams. You got Charlotte, you got a couple teams in Florida, you got Sixers, you got Knicks. The only reason why it gets a little touchy is because what do you do for those Oklahoma cities? Where do they go? You know what I'm saying? Because technically they're Midwestern, but they're closer to fucking Chicago. Well, I guess they can go to Utah. So, all right, see, it will work. You do a central location, an eastern location, and a western location. Because most of those teams are all in the West anyway.
So when it's time for those teams from these different time zones to play one another, when they do travel into that, while they're there, they're just in the bubble.
Right.
Okay.
So now, I mean, it'll be a lot of working out to do it. They would need that time to figure out scheduling, but it's definitely doable. It's definitely doable. Even if you said, okay, all right, so what we're going to do is here, we got Orlando that needs to play the Lakers. Okay. So then we'll have, instead of them having those two games where there's like one in the beginning of the season, one after All-Star break, y'all might just have to have a round robin right here, right now. Get this shit over with. Knock them 2 games out. Everybody tested negative. Let's knock it out.
Okay. But I got a question now.
Here we go. It's about to get stupid. Ladies and gentlemen, it's about to get stupid.
Nah, it ain't gonna get stupid, bro. It ain't gonna get stupid. I mean, I got a question. Like, being as though that would, we already know what the format would be in terms of like the, no fans, digital screens. What are we going to do about the summer league-ish aspect of it?
Well, no. So you know what, though? Here's the twist now. Now let's look at it this way. We've had the second wave. We'll probably have a third wave by then. If we ain't getting it figured out by then there's no fans. But you could probably let a set amount of fans in. The same way they're doing the football games now. If you can get 20% filled in the arena, you good.
20%. Okay, so like if a stadium that holds normally 18,000 people, because basketball stadiums ain't like football.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
So 20%. So what, about 1,600 people?
Well, you figure what? Let's say 18,000. 10% would be what? 1,800, 3,600 people. If my math is correct, I think it is though. 3,600 people out of 20,000. Okay, and then you put some crowd noise in that bitch. They be all right. They'll be fine.
Okay.
They'll be fine. And who knows? By that time, I might be able to say we can go to 50%. You just don't know. You know what I'm saying? It's depending on what's going on during these waves of the virus. I know you're thinking in your mind this is bullshit. It's not going to work. And that's okay. That's fine.
Hey, brother. Hey, listen.
That's okay. That's fine.
That's why phrases like "dare to dream." That's why they exist.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. All right. So I guess you're saying this is where amazing happens, huh? That's another phrase.
Hey, man. Listen, man. You know what? I hope for the sake of everybody who are straight, because I know there's people out there that feel about basketball the way I do about football. You know what I'm saying? And I've told people
still feel that way about basketball. You just, how can I say this? I think you just need to adapt.
Oh, okay.
I'm not saying fully adapt, but some shit is just not going to be the way it was. Case in point, football. It took away the fucking the kickoff return, basically. You still cool with that though, right?
I mean, it's cool, but
that was an aspect of the game where that could make or break a game. Special teams makes or breaks games. We both know that.
No doubt, no doubt.
So let's say that extra touchdown, I lost 21-27. Let's say somebody mixed the extra point, what everybody's doing these days. I don't fucking get it. It's only a 30-yard fucking kick, but that's besides the point. I'll return the kick. You know what I'm saying? Instead of me having to keep down it or the ball keep going in the back of the end zone.
I mean, I hear what you're saying, but
come on, man. You gotta see that. You gotta see that.
Nah, I hear you. You know what I mean? I hear what you're saying. Like,
are you hearing me, but are you feeling me though? It's the difference. and see, that's the problem. That's what's not happening right now.
No, I feel you, brother. It's just that, with football, even though there are some aspects of football that are now different that I wish was the same. Like, I feel like the way the league is set up now, it's like pretty soon it's
gonna be flag fucking football.
Defenders can't do shit. Like they just can't. They can't do nothing. Like every time they make a move now on the football field, they doing it in a gun shy fashion because they worried about a fucking flag come from.
Exactly.
Man. You know
exactly.
what I'm saying? So,
and that's the reason why I was glad they picked that flag up in that. Did you see the Monday night game?
I seen it.
I was glad they did that because it was a bang bang play. And most of the time that's why he threw the flags, because they give the receiver so much. But I'm like, he did turn around for a quick second and his arm hit the ball. He didn't run all up into him.
I feel like he got there a second early, though. I do. I felt like it was a little early. You know what I mean?
But the rule is if you turn your head, it's legal.
I felt like it was a smidge early.
You just gonna keep going to that?
I don't know, man. Like, see, my thing is this, right? With situations like that, referees should definitely not determine the outcome of a game. The players should determine the outcome of a game. And had that flag stood, and then they would have went on to tie it up, and if they would have ultimately
went in overtime.
Yeah, so it would have been now, the refs robbed us. I mean, I get it.
So you can say tomato or tomato.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this then. If the ref never throws that flag, do you have a problem with it then?
I ain't gonna lie to you. If I would have saw the replay, I'd have been probably thinking, damn, I don't know, that might have been pass interference. I could see myself saying that.
Okay, so I guess you like the fact that they did, because what they did was they did do their due diligence, I guess, between all three refs and how many refs that was there. I don't think they went to the replay booth though. I didn't see that part. I remember them conferencing.
Yeah, they probably was looking at the fucking big Teletron joining there on the low, like that commercial. You ever see that commercial they made about the refs where the boy don't know his mic is on, and they can't get the call.
Oh
yeah, he's talking about, we gonna stand here and act like we talking about. There you go, right there.
Man, whatever, man. Listen, man. Look, we're gonna get into NFL stuff. I think we got a little off topic. So, all right. So once and for all, do you think they should restart? If let's say December 22nd, or I heard another date of MLK Day.
Oh, shit. Okay, like so Martin Luther King Day would be the day-to-day
start, because remember they do the joint where like a lot of teams play on MLK Day.
Right. That would be good.
It's usually on a Monday, and they'll actually have like 8 games on.
That's good money. I mean, even though once again the dates would not be what I'm accustomed to, but if you had to switch a date up, that wouldn't be a bad day. That would be probably a better day that you could pick.
Okay, all right. So you're in favor of them starting just on a day that you feel as though they should start. Okay, I get that. No.
Since you won't go that route, now fuck that. Now I'm gonna say something. Like when you was talking about that December 22nd shit, and then you was worried about whether or not the two motherfuckers that was battling for the finals will have enough rest. Fuck that. It's the price of fame. That's what it calls. Get up off your ass, get out there, and battle.
Well, here's the twist to that though, and this is another twist to it. What if some of the vets like a LeBron or Carmelo can't afford to do that? He got whatever date they give him, he got to start. He got to go. What if a LeBron, a Jimmy Butler, Mr. Low Management himself, Kawhi Leonard, Paul George say, you know what? Nah, we see y'all in a month. We'll start in January. Us personally, I'm just saying that like the better players of the league. You know what I'm saying? Who actually played in the playoffs. Your Dame Lillard, remember he was banged up in the playoffs. You know what I mean? So it's like, well, I'm still rehabbing. I'll see you in February. What does that do to the integrity of a game at that point? Because now nobody's going to watch CJ McCollum. Nobody's going to want to watch fucking Lou Williams if he decides. I don't even know if he's going to play for the Clippers next year, the way he was talking. Or Montrezl Harrell, his old ugly ass, fucking running up and down the court, breathing and sweating on motherfuckers. Nobody wants to see that shit. You come to see Kawhi and Paul George. You come to see LeBron. You know what I mean? You tune in for those type of guys. So now, what does that do to the integrity of, you know what I'm saying? What does that do for the NBA? I'm thinking for them, if Wade and Raj, y'all going to take a hit. Y'all might as well not even start
it. There's a certain ball player who the words load management wasn't in his vocabulary.
Yeah, we know Mike didn't take a day off. We heard the stories. We was there. We was there.
My bad, bro. You know what?
I'm saying we was there. You ain't got to tell us. We was there.
I did. You know what? My bad. I don't even know why I did that. You know what I mean? I don't know why I took the opportunity to.
Actually, he might have been the ultimate load management when I think about it. He might have been the ultimate. He took like a year and a half off. He did. He took like a year and a half off.
Wow.
Play baseball. He wanted to go play baseball when he knew he wasn't shit at baseball.
Trying to play another
basketball. Okay, I get it. All right, okay.
Trying to play another professional sport. What he did was he gave the league to prove a chance to let somebody else prove that they could win a chip. That's what the fuck he did.
Nah, you know what? I'm going to go away from that analogy.
Had he not did it, he would have won 8th Street, and that's reality.
Well, I mean, it's been some questions about that. People say, you know what I mean, what it could have happened. That team had to, they had to go through the transformation of getting Dennis Rodman and those type of guys, Ron Harper. So we don't know what could have happened.
I love Elijah Wan to death as a player, but
sure. I think you about to disrespect the shit out of him.
I'm not.
And that's usually what somebody say, but I'm not trying to disrespect you before they disrespect you.
I am not about to disrespect that brother because I feel like in terms of skill sets, there has not been
the greatest big we ever realized.
There has not been a more all-around skill center than Hakeem Olajuwon. Nobody. And for everybody out there right now that's listening to me say this shit, that's jumping out their chair. What about Kareem? Kareem Abdul-Jabbar had a move that was damn near impossible to stop. That sky hook, he was dropping that shit from 3-point line on the baseline. He could do it that far out. It was a move that was damn near impossible to stop. He had a move. Olajuwon had an array of moves.
Yeah, ask Darren Robinson.
There you go. There you go. Exactly. Prime example.
Real shit.
And as much as I love Shaq, you can add Shaq too, for real.
Don't bring Shaq's name up like that.
No, I'm just saying he got a taste of it. That's all.
You know what? That was a young Shaq. If Shaq from the Lakers would have played Olajuwon, I think it would have been different.
I mean, listen, brother. He was there. He earned the right to be there. He earned the right to be there. He earned the right to take that ass whooping.
It happens, though. It happens. You know what I'm saying? It happens.
Let me make sure I give Shaq his props and respect because, hey, one of the most, if not the most, dominant forces in the paint to ever play the game.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely. I mean, Shaq is Shaq, man. I mean, he's still fucking bullying Dwight Howard. I don't know why, but if the man don't want no smoke with you, you keep fucking with him.
I mean, did he
craziest shit ever?
Did he tell any lies?
Man, we're gonna move away from this, man. We
can move away, but it's yes or no. Did he tell any lies?
Dwight Howard he did help them win that championship. You said you didn't do anything to help them win.
See, I said to you yes or no, brother, and you had to go ahead and break out with the analytics. I ain't asked for no analytics.
Break down on what he said. I mean,
it's a yes or no. Did Shaq tell any lies?
Shaq was high. Listen, right? So we're gonna move along. So right now we are calling all football or sports minds. So you don't have to be an avid football fan, but you watch the game, you've seen many great players. You can help us answer this question. I mean, we both got the answer, I think. Do you agree with the latest hype of DK Metcalf being deemed as the best receiver in the league? Go ahead, bro.
Fuck no. He's good. I mean, you can't deny what he's been doing. He's good.
I can't deny what he's been doing, but go ahead.
Okay, well, let me say it this way. The man has been productive.
Yeah, okay. All right.
The man has displayed dominance on the field.
Mm-hmm.
He, now, when you talk about the best receiver in the league, that means you're gonna crown somebody who could do it all, do everything. Metcalf is he's a walking freak of nature. His height, his weight, his mass, his athleticism, his speed, like he's a walking freak of nature. See, that's what makes assessing him a little different. Because while he may not be the most crispest, most sharpest route runner in the league, maybe he can't run a stop and go as well as this guy over here can. But damn, man, when he goes, that motherfucker goes. See,
he's nice. But I mean, see,
no, wait a minute, hold on, let me finish.
Okay.
My thing is this. The ultimate result is whether or not you get in that end zone.
Exactly.
That's the ultimate result. He's been doing that. He's been getting in there, and he's been doing it in impressive fashion. Now, I'm going to say this to you, DK, because we see y'all on Sunday.
Oh, y'all play them? Oh, shit. All right.
Yes, we do. Perfect segue. Don't you bring that shit to Buffalo. Listen, man, I don't want to see your tall, muscle-bound ass streaking down fucking sidelines, catching passes, darting into the end zone, doing all that muscle-bound shit. You know what I mean? I don't want to see that.
Wait. Quick question, because I want you to finish. But is that that should be like a nationally televised game, right?
That part I'm not sure about, bro. Last time I checked, I don't believe it is.
Shit.
I mean, shit. Right, okay. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna be able to see it anyway. It don't matter.
I'm just saying it should be though. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a game people will actually, not the fucking Eagles and the Cowboys. Like who the fuck? Never mind. Go ahead. Sorry, it happened. My fault.
Oh well, yeah. But you know, like I was saying, DK, leave that shit in Seattle. We don't want to see that in Buffalo. Fuck that. Take your big muscle-bound ass and take a day off. You could chill out for one fucking weekend. You ain't got to be doing that shit.
No, you know what though? Honestly, I mean going by your words, y'all got probably the best lockdown corner in the game, right?
Damn right.
So it should be negated.
I mean, truth be told, I do think we're gonna have a plan in place for him because you got to realize not only is McDermott a defensive-minded coach, but he's a former defensive back. Okay. So that being said, I definitely think we're going to have something in place for this guy. Now, I mean, listen, you could build a cage for King Kong, but whether
keep him in there, yeah.
You keep him in there. That's the key right there.
Well, I mean, you got one of the best lockdown corners. I say it should be negated. You know what I mean? You know.
So what's this really about?
No, I'm just saying, like, you know, if that, I mean, because you told me, you know what I'm saying, you know, that was the guy, that was the lockdown guy, and I think, if I'm not mistaken, you say he was the best lockdown guy in the league, but I'm not going to pin that on you, because I don't know exactly what the conversation was. I do remember something about the best lockdown and then corner in the league, you know what I'm saying? It could have been one of the best, or it could have been the best, but my feeling is this.
What you heard me say was, in last season, when he got robbed for Defensive Player of the Year, he had the
That's
best.
What it was. You're right. Yeah, you're right. Okay.
He had the best stats of any corner.
Okay. All right. I mean, well, hey, listen. You know, I mean, we'll find out on Sunday, right?
Damn Skippy.
So, is it 1:00 or is it a 4:00 game?
Oh, it's a 1:00.
1:00. Okay. All right. I'll make sure that'll be the first thing I do. I'll find out. Yeah. Okay. All right. So
wait a minute. Who the fuck do y'all play on Sunday, my man?
Why is that even important?
It is important because if y'all play at 1:00, you shouldn't be worried about us.
I mean, I could switch back and forth.
No,
But
don't.
truth be told, I think we do got a 4:00 game. I got to double check. I think it's a 4:00 joint though. I think so. I mean, why are you getting upset with me?
Nah, go ahead, man. Do your thing, man.
Well, my thoughts on DK Metcalf is no, fuck no, hell no. He's not even close to being the best receiver in the league. I don't give a fuck about all that streaking down the sidelines and you 4'3" and you're 6'4" and 230 with no body fat. I don't give a fuck about none of that. Can you run a fucking route? Can you run an option route? Fuck no. You can't. That's the reason why you slipped in the draft. And you haven't learned it because everything I see is a goddamn fly pattern. You're not Julio Jones. You're not DeAndre Hopkins. You're not even Michael Thomas. So no, you're not even in the top. I don't even think he's top 5, bro. I put Tyreek Hill over him. And that's not just because he's on my team, but Tyreek Hill has learned how to be just more than fast, but actually run routes. So there's a difference between you being fast, but can you run a route with being fast? Can you cut on the dime and shift your hips, you know what I'm saying, to get to where the quarterback is throwing to the spot? Instead of you just, Russell Wilson is airing it out and it's just going 40 yards, 50 yards down the field and you catch the ball. That doesn't impress me.
But isn't the ultimate goal to cross that stripe?
Understandable. Yes, it is.
And if
points on the board.
If he's crossing the stripe, why does it matter if whether or not he ran a sharp ass out and up or whatever the fuck? Like, why does it matter if he's getting in the end zone?
Because if you're a wide receiver, you're not. I mean, okay, case in point, you're a wide receiver. Eventually, when that speed goes and you start to slow down, you're going to learn to run routes, right? Because now it's not about how fast you are. It's about you playing, you know what I'm saying, you playing the field. You know what I'm saying? All right, well, I know when I get to this marker, boom, I got to drop down, shift my hips, go this angle. You know, he can't do none of that shit. This motherfucker, he's technical. He's Jerry Rice on technical. That's what he is. I'm going to drop back to the other end zone with my hand and just fucking throw the ball. That's what he is. Sorry. Had to be said.
I feel like you had some animosity against that man coming out of college.
No, I really didn't, yo. I really didn't. I had nothing against him. I still think he wasn't even the best receiver on his college team. The boy played with the Titans. What's his name? A.J. Brown?
Oh, yeah.
He was the better receiver. I think we all knew that. DK Metcalf, again, first of all, you fucked up when your godfather's Eric Metcalf. That's a long story. But when you go, yeah, whatever, fuck him too. When you go ahead and you know what I'm saying, you just, in college, that's all they got is a deep route. And everybody kept saying, why is he getting drafted? He had a problem running routes. Everybody's saying it. Pete Carroll don't give a fuck. Pete Carroll was like fucking, he could have coached the Logan Cowboys. He can get the best players he find. You look like a freak of nature. I'm going to put you on the field and see what happens.
Well, you know something now? I want to say this, right? That was one of the concerns about T. Higgins coming out. And that was also the reason why I didn't want T. Higgins when I heard that, you know, he can run, you know, he ran a limited route tree and up. And then when I heard that, I was like, oh, you know what? I don't want no part of that. You know, however, I just was telling, you know, your friend and mine, Bert, just the other day.
Yeah,
I said,
Bert, hope you watching, baby. Go ahead.
I was just telling him, man, I owe that man an apology. I do, because T. Higgins has been balling. No. I'm not gonna let you. You're not gonna.
You know what? I'm not gonna even get into it. I'm not. I'm gonna let that. I'm gonna let you live with that one.
T. Higgins has been balling. It's no getting around that. It's no if.
I told you I like T. Higgins. You said nah, because of that same reason about running routes. But the difference is that I believe, I told you, I don't know if you remember, I said, yo, he's the type of player I believe that can learn how to do it. He's not the type, he's not a Metcalf to where as though I don't need to learn. I could just run down the field, just throw it up.
So wait a minute. Let me get this straight. T. Higgins is a player who you believe could learn to do it, but Metcalf is somebody who, what was that now? I don't need to learn?
Yeah, and you know what, though? And it's no fault to his own. Sometimes when you're that gifted athletically, fuck all that shit. Just throw the ball. It might be a fault. It might not be a fault of his own, but it's more or less like, you know, he's so athletic that where it's like, all right, well, throw it up, and I'm just going to make the best of it, and I'm probably going to come down with it. But what happened when that goes away? All them years you just throwing it up, you never took the time to learn.
You know what? I hope you're right. I hope all the any imperfections he has as a player, I hope they all get exposed on Sunday. I mean,
Oh, wait. So you agree with me this week, but next week you back on your shit. Okay, I get it now. I see.
Listen, brother. Listen, hey, when you playing the Bills, I don't give a fuck. All that shit go out the window. Like, I thought he was doing pretty well coming into this week, but I don't want him to do shit on Sunday. I want him to lay a fucking egg if possible.
I hear you. Hey, I ain't mad at you. I mean, you know what though? All you gotta do is at 4 zeros on the clock. See that part right there? Nobody need this. We kind of saw it already. Why are you doing that? Come on, man. Come on.
I'm just saying.
Come on, give me a break. Christ, man.
I'm just saying.
So look, right? So we're gonna switch off for this, whatever. So all right. So you're saying that you don't think do you think he's the best receiver in the league?
Oh no.
Okay, all right. So we're both on the same point. Fucking pink hair wearing motherfucker. Look, right? So we going to the midpoint NFL review right now and the possibility of the 16-team playoff. I don't understand. I don't get it, but we got to talk about it. So, my NFL review right now, I don't have any really actually, I do have a surprise. I didn't think the Dolphins would win 3 games, honestly, no matter who was starting quarterback. So that's a little bit of a surprise for me. I think the Bears being 5-3 now, that's still a surprise to me. I'm trying to think of the low end teams. The Raiders, that's a surprise to me too. That's a surprise. I think they got about 3 or 4 wins under their belt. One being us, which I don't know what the fuck. I don't know. We ain't give a fuck. I think that's about. Oh, the Steelers being undefeated. I didn't see that. I really didn't see that at all.
I ain't see that either. Fuck them.
Okay. I didn't see that. On the high end sort of thing. Oh, I didn't see the Packers starting out as fast as they did, but now they're starting to level out. They're coming back down to earth right now. But on the high end side of things, I expected y'all to do what y'all doing, even though you probably don't think I did, but I did. I expected us to do what we doing. I'm trying to think. I didn't expect the NFC East to be this fucking whack. I just didn't.
But if you look at it, and there's no disrespect to none of the teams in the NFC East, but
that means he's about to disrespect the shit out of y'all. Go ahead, continue.
Oh, I'm just about to just state a fact. The last couple of seasons, it's kind of been that way. I mean,
not like this though.
No. I was gonna say it has not been this abysmal, but that division has just kind of struggled, Like
yeah, for the most part, yeah. Because you haven't had. You had the Eagles with that miracle season.
Damn.
And then
wait a minute. You talking about the Super Bowl season? Yeah,
that was a fucking that wasn't, as we seen, it wasn't meant to last. It wasn't. I'm sorry. It wasn't meant to last.
Go ahead, bro. I'm whatever. Go ahead.
All right. So that Washington, I think they've been doomed since Daniel Snyder started, and probably before him. He just stuck in the fuck up. He might as well sell. If I was him, I would sell and sell fast. What else we got? The Cowboys. It's always wait the next year. They've been saying this since '95. So, who else is it? The Eagles. The Giants. That's the only hope they've had really with the 2 Super Bowls. You know what I'm saying? But that was years ago. That was we're talking 15 years ago now at this point. Maybe 13 years ago, something like that. Last one was 2007.
Something like that, yeah.
Right. So 13 years ago, whatever. But I just never seen it. Like you said, it's almost gut-wrenching to watch an NFC East game. Because you would think that, all right, this got to be like the Eagles and Cowboys game. This got to be a good game. They both stink. They both going to play their hardest. No, a team won by happenstance because they had the fucking 8th-string quarterback on the Little League team down the block. I believe if any Dalton's in that game, the Cowboys win. I'm just throwing it out there.
You know what, brother?
What's up?
That comment about the miracle season, and then now this comment right here about Andy Dalton. Your true colors are shining through.
What are you talking about, man?
Listen, I'm not saying
Look,
this because
anybody think I don't have anything against the Eagles per se.
Brother,
I have something against Eagles fans. Let me just clear that up.
Okay.
Sometimes they can be the most irritating group of people that you've ever met in your life. You might love them to death, but when they start talking the ego shit, it's like, yo, y'all just won y'all first Super Bowl. Like, come on, man. Like, seriously? Seriously.
Look, bro, all I'm saying is this. It's just interesting the way that played out just now. You know, we went from them having a miracle season.
It was. Let's be honest.
I mean, listen, it just seemed like you kind of showing your hand a little bit right now.
I mean, listen, you say tomato, I say tomato. I'm just saying what I see and what I hear, and I really think that. I mean, you know what? Though I can't expose this part because it's coming up later. So don't even worry about that. It's coming up later. So we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna fast forward from this. Man.
Yeah, let's do that because you exposing yourself right now.
All right. Anyway, so how would you feel about a 16-team playoff? So what I'm hearing is each division gets the conference winner, and those are the top 4 seeds, and then they pick whatever, I guess, going by record, the next best 4. So you could actually have, and I hate to pound on the NFC East or whatever, but you can actually have like the Eagles and the Giants in the fucking playoffs. That's not supposed to happen. It's really not. I'm not showing my hand. I'm just saying, though, like, that's the reason why I'm against this whole playoff thing, whatever. Like, you can't have 2 teams under 500 in the playoffs. It just doesn't work that way.
But what if one of those teams got this shit together and went on to win the bowl?
I highly doubt it.
Anything can happen in the playoffs, brother.
I understand it. It's one game only. I get it. But I highly doubt it. That's like, if I had to bet, I would bet on, I can't even think of an odd that fucked up. Let's just say this. It ain't happening, bottom line. It shouldn't happen, and they better not do that shit. There better be some stipulation like, all right, well, you got to have a record above 500. You win the division, that's cool. I understand that. You don't deserve what you do. You were the best out of that shit ton of fucking mess that we got going on over there. But not 2 of y'all. It can't happen. It just can't. It's a bad look.
I mean, listen, man. I agree. I mean, if your shit is too, if you like under 500 and all that, yeah, you definitely should not be in the playoffs like that. And that probably will be the stipulation.
Well, I mean, honestly, it's going to. Well, no, I think. Well, either way you look at it, whoever wins the NFC East is going to have a play. Like, they're going to have a home playoff game,
right?
But to have 2 of y'all because y'all decided to change the format, miss me with that shit. Can't happen.
But the other team that make it wouldn't necessarily have a home game then.
No, they wouldn't. But you shouldn't even get that extra check.
Oh, okay.
You can't get no extra check for some shit like that.
So that's the type of time you want. All right, cool.
I'm just saying. I mean, that's an extra check, man. Somebody else should be getting that joint who actually won some games, like over 500, should I say?
So they would do conference champions and then the next team under the conference champion for each division.
From what I'm seeing, yeah, that was reported by Mort, so I kind of believe Mort.
So yeah, then that. Wow. So okay.
So it possibly could be 2 teams under 500 if they go by that format. Coming out the NFC East.
Damn. So
because everybody else divisions is 2. Everybody, they got 2 teams at least way above 500. Like,
well, shit. Right now, I mean, the Dolphins are 4-3. They a game over, but that's 4-3 sound a lot better than. I mean, shit.
Two fucking 7-1 or some shit like that. Like whatever the fuck it is.
DJ, see,
I gotta stop. I gotta chill. Oh, you're right. I gotta chill. I'm losing myself in the moment now.
Exactly.
All right, so we're gonna move on to the next segment, man. Well, I'm against the 16-team playoff. What are you for it or against it, or how do you feel about it? Before we change.
I mean, if we don't have to do all that shit, let's not do that.
Okay, all right. So we got to, fuck it. But if we don't have to, don't get involved. Got you. All right. So we're going to go on to the next subject, to the next segment. and this is a new segment for us. We debuted it last episode. Why you so Joe? So you're gonna start it off. Actually, you know what? No, I'm gonna start this one off.
You go right ahead, bro.
So my people, or why you being Joseph and shit, whatever, is the Buccaneers and Tom Brady. Now this is gonna fold into somebody else in a second. For number one. At first, we thought it was just the Patriots with acquiring all these players. Now it's seeming more like Tom Brady. I mean, because you done pull Gronk out of retirement. I don't know how that contract thing worked out because he was still signed to a deal with the Patriots, which I think they never voided it. So I don't even know how that worked out. Okay, fine. Then you go ahead and you get Leonard Fournette out of nowhere. And I think they got somebody else, didn't they? I'm not sure who else they got, but they were just snagging up players left and right. And I'm like, okay, it's Tampa Bay. Let's be serious here. Nobody goes to Tampa Bay to fucking play. There's no mystique there. There's no championships there. I mean, it is one. Gruden lucked up. But when I saw Antonio Brown, and the reason why I'm so mad about this is because Antonio Brown, when they asked Bruce Arians in the beginning of the season, because Tom Brady went there, hey, how do you feel about Antonio Brown? It would never happen. No, it's not happening. Because he had bad issues with him when he was in Pittsburgh when he was the offensive coordinator.
Okay.
That was the rumblings with that. Okay, so we get close to him closing out his suspension, and all of a sudden, yeah, well, if he can fit in with the rest of the guys and sacrifice for the good of the team, okay, Arians, you a sucker for that one. And it could have been an old smoke and mirrors thing. Maybe they was talking the whole time. I don't know. But when a man moves into another grown man's house, I have a problem with that. I have a serious problem with that, okay? Same way I had a problem with Mike McCarthy bunking up with Jerry Jones. I don't know if they was rubbing nuts together or whatever. You don't go live with another fucking man. Mike McCarthy, you stayed with him for a couple of days, whatever, okay. But you living with this man, like, what the fuck is that about? I'm a little confused. What are you eating? Fucking, y'all sitting there watching game tape, eating fucking avocado ice cream together? You ironing this man's slacks? Like, I don't understand why y'all living together. I don't get it. Like, you can get an Airbnb, or the team would probably put you up in, you know what I'm saying, a nice little rental property, you know what I'm saying? You chose to go and live with this man who has a whole family living with him. Something is odd.
Yeah, something a little off there.
Something's odd. I mean, this is past cyber sucking. This is way past. This is like real dick sucking. Some real live dick sucking going on here. And I think we need to really, really address it because it's a little disturbing. To say the least, it's disturbing. It's disturbing. I really feel as though that I hope they don't win it. I hope this shit blows up in their fucking face, actually.
Yeah, they're not doing nothing. I don't see them winning no Super Bowl.
Yeah, after seeing them on, like, really paying attention to them on Monday, I was like, yeah, y'all struggling against the Giants. Like, this shit is not going to work.
Yeah, I don't see it. I mean, you know, as much as they would love to have old Tommy Boy, you know, hoist up another MVP, because you damn sure better believe if
he's in the running. He's in the running.
Oh, well, no, I'm not talking about the regular season. I'm talking about, like, if he was to go to the Super Bowl and win it.
Yeah, no.
Man,
he's definitely getting that.
He could throw for 20 yards. He could throw for 20 yards in that game, dog. 20 yards and half a touchdown. And what I mean by that, somebody else scored the touchdown on the ground. He threw the 2-point conversion. Like, you know, half of it, we going to give him half. You know what I'm saying? So if that was to happen, he would get that MVP.
Yeah, I just don't, I hope it doesn't happen, just for the simple fact of, sometimes I think sports in general have a problem with letting go of their stars and just letting the new era come in and, you know, and just do what they got to do to carry the league for the next 15 years. Then you let them go. That's the way sports work. You know what I'm saying? You know, you're not going to be on top forever. You're not going to be at your athletic peak forever. So at some point you got to fall off.
And I want to say something else. And I am not in any way sticking up for Bill Belichick. Please don't ever confuse me for doing no shit.
Now you throw me for a loop now. Go ahead.
But I've heard a lot of people talk about, oh man, I guess Brady was the reason why everything was going on. First of all,
no, that team is just shit.
Brady walked out of one situation and right into another one that was loaded and laid out for him to be successful in what he's doing.
Yeah, you already had Godwin, you had Mike Evans, you had OJ Howard.
Exactly.
I think his name, the tight end. Yeah, you had pieces already there.
Exactly. Belichick has been trying to carry on with that shit show he got left dumped in his lap after Brady bounced. People started fucking, what is that? Opting out because of COVID, all kinds of false shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He's had to play the game with the hand he was dealt, whereas Brady was able to pick his hand. And that's the difference. That's why I don't understand why everybody is saying that. I mean, at the end of the day, fuck him and Belichick for real. You know what I'm saying? I'm definitely, listen, brother, one thing's for sure, one thing's for certain. I'm going to always stick up for what's right. And I'm going to always, and I will never, ever hold any patriot in high regard. That's just not in my blood to do that. Sorry, can't do it, won't do it, refuse to do it. You know what I'm saying? But that right there, that shit ain't cool. I heard it a couple times and I said, see, here we go with the Joe shit. Another example of motherfuckers being Joe. Anybody that's ever took the time to post that online or speak that shit aloud on TV, you're being Joe. Cut that shit out, Joe.
I can agree with that because and like you said, whatever. You know, like I don't really care for the New England's organization because that was my roadblock for many years. So, just getting to the Super Bowl, fucking faggots. I swear, D4 wasn't offsides, but that's a whole nother story. I mean, because we should have two. We should have back to back. However, I feel as though like he's dealing with a shot quarterback in Cam Newton. Cam is shot. I don't care what nobody say. He's fucking shot.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait a minute. Wait.
Yeah, he need to clean it. He need to stitch that bitch back up. For real. That shit is done. It's over with, man. And you know, and the same thing. And I don't want to veer too far off the path. The same thing I see happening to Lamar Jackson. Y'all keep taking them hits, thinking y'all Superman, and when you get to that year 8, year 9, them injuries don't heal so fast. You know what I mean? You start getting nagging injuries. Why? Because you've been beat the fuck up for the first 8 years.
Yeah, no doubt.
So at the end of the day, whatever, like, you know, I think he's shot because he took too many shots. You know what I'm saying? Basically, at one point in time, he was the running back for Carolina and the quarterback.
That's true.
So I think, and everybody, Cam, I'm like, yo, you gotta understand, he's beat the fuck up. Like, every injury that we hear about is probably 4 more that we don't hear about because he's getting shot up with some shit and he can just play through it.
I agree.
It's almost like when Zab Judah did that stinky leg when he was fighting Kasazu.
Okay.
That's like looking at Cam right now. I'm like, this is not Cam. Like this is somebody else. Like I can't fuck with that shit. But however, I'm not giving them no passes, whatever. The games are still played. Everybody still got to suit up. Everybody has a chance. That's not even where we're going with it, man. We're going to go to your Joe segment. Brandon Marshall and Nick Wright.
Oh, man. Brandon Marshall and Nick Wright. All right, let me just say this. First of all, Brandon, I'm very disappointed in you because I didn't know that you had Jonas up in your blood. You know, this just recently came to the forefront. But so I'm gonna put you on the back burner for just a second. I'm gonna start with you, Nick Wright. You know, bro, you've been cyber sucking LeBron James
for years, yo. For years, yo.
I mean, you've been one of the most freak-bodied ass
we call him a freak body
in the fucking cyber universe, man. Like, I really can't. I can't with you, Nick. I mean, damn. Like. Let me ask you a question. When LeBron gotta take a piss, do he shoot you a text first? Do he do something to get your attention so you can stop slurping and sucking long enough to let that man do what he got to do? Then you could just, I guess at that point, you could pick back up. And I'm starting there because that's when I started to notice. But now you done took your suck show from LeBron to the Bills. Homie, listen. You look like the kid that wasn't picked to play no sports growing up.
That's probably what it is, yo.
I find it very hard to, if I was to ever find out that you was a beast at any sport, man, I'd be shocked. Maybe you was a beast in the chess club or something. I don't know.
Could have been second ball. We don't know.
Yeah, maybe you was a gamer or something, bro. But you need to chill, man. You a grown
probably was
man.
double dribble. It was double dribble. Yo. It was double dribble.
The only thing dribbling is nut down his chin. That's what's dribbling. I'm getting tired of this shit. Every time I turn around, he's sucking somebody different. He's a fucking whore. Stop acting like a hoe, man. Stop acting like a hoe. You know what I mean? Pick one nut to cyber suck and leave it at that if you just must do it. I mean, me personally, I would suggest that you don't. But you've been doing it for years, so I know you ain't gonna stop now. You know what? They need an anonymous meeting for this shit. They got one for alcohol and drugs. They need one for cyber sucking too. They need one. And they need to go ahead on and book Nick up in there and let him get his shit together. You know what I'm saying? And then Brandon Marshall. What you doing, bro? I mean, really, I mean, when I think back and I reflect on some things.
He did play for the Jets.
That could be why.
He did play for the Jets. And Miami.
We kicked the shit out of you a couple of times, didn't we, Brandon? So I guess you frustrated. You frustrated about hearing them chants up in Orchid Park. Oh, you don't like that, do you, Brandon? You don't like hearing that train on third down. You don't like that, do you, Brandon?
Wait, so I got all this going on at the middle. That sounds like cheating, but go ahead. I ain't gonna get into that shit.
I'm gonna get back to you in 1 second. Don't worry about it.
I'm just saying.
Don't worry about it. I got you, because you got some fucking nerve, Mr. Yeah, what is that?
I'm just saying, though, like, I mean, you know, we ain't got no sound effects going on with trains and shit, but go ahead.
You don't have no sound effects? No, you my bad. All you got is boom, 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 boom. Dang, 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 dang. Get the fuck out of here, nigga. Don't even bring that shit back away. You got the nerve to talk about somebody's feet. That shit is loud and disruptive. Ain't nobody trying to hear that when they trying to play some fucking football. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got the ground shaking and shit. Like, whatever. Anyway,
Get wild here. Get wild up there, Trey. But go ahead, man. My bad. Go ahead.
Back to Brandon. You disappoint me, man. Black man to black man. You disappoint me because I know you knew growing up that riding the next dude dick was not cool. And I don't know if you've been influenced by Nick. I don't know if he took you in the back and treated you or something. And then all of a sudden you was like, oh, Lord.
That didn't happen.
Me too. I hope so too. But damn, I mean, I'm going off of what I see. You know what I'm saying? Look, bro, every which way I go, every other show, all I see the same hoes. Slurpee. That's all I'm hearing. That's all I'm seeing. I'm getting sick and tired of this shit. Y'all got to get it together or quit it forever. Fucking with the Bills is going to bring the mafia out. And I'm a proud representative of the mafia. I'm not having it. You thought I was going to let y'all talk that shit and get away with it? Do you know who I am, man? Do you know what I represent? I represent the 716, even though I'm from the 215, and that's all the way live, and that's reality.
Oh, man. Okay. All right. Well, you know, I seen what you were talking about. You sent it to me. And yeah, that was a little wild. Like the way he just doubled back and I was like, oh, well, now I see what you're saying. But I mean, either way that game went, that Cam fumble wasn't indicative of them losing the game. They weren't going to win it either way. If it went to overtime, something would have happened. Something, just the way their season been going, something was going to happen and they was going to lose the game. That's the way I look at it. Like, they weren't going to win.
But what really makes it, Joe, bro, of all the things they said, what made it really, what gave it the stamp of being the fuck Joe was when you guys had the audacity to say that Tua is the best quarterback.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
He only threw for 90 yards.
No disrespect to the young man, but when you go 12 of 23 for 93 yards, 93 yards, what the fuck is this, man? Little League? 93 yards. But all of a sudden now he is the best quarterback in the. First of all,
I don't know. I don't know about that one.
That wasn't even so much about Tua as just a shot at Josh Allen. That's all that was. That was just an indirect shot.
Josh Allen is 5th in the league in passing yards, so I mean, he can't be doing that bad of a fucking job.
Well, he's not, but they just don't want to get a man his props. Like, and once again, that's what make him Joe. That's what make him cyber suckers. Hey.
Well, I agree with you on that one. Whatever, that was a little wild. I don't know what was going on with that. However, we're going to move on into the last segment. We're bringing it back for y'all. It's the hot seat. I'm going to start this one off because I have to. My man is going to rant. I'm going to give him a little time to catch his breath. I'm going to have to go with Doug Peterson. Okay, I know this is going to sound Eagles-based because I went off on them earlier or whatever, but it's really not. I'm just seeing some things that I don't like. Terrible. Just being an NFL fan. Huh? What happened?
Terrible.
No, I'm just saying. I'm just picking apart what I see. And yeah, so your quarterback just basically told you, fuck off, I'm gonna throw the ball anyway, I don't give a fuck. I mean, this guy's a fucking turnover machine. Like, can you calm him down? Can you tell him, hey, listen, maybe it's okay to tuck the ball and take a sack, or maybe try to get creative and run? Don't hold the ball for 85 years and then try to throw it because everybody's on to you now? Like, can you do that, Doug? Doug, why did you, and I know this has nothing to do with Doug, but you should have had some say-so, or they clip your nuts at the Frank right, left, whatever, the sign Carson Wentz to that big-ass deal. Because it's been nothing but downhill since. It really has been. Oh, and Doug, again, so you got exposed because we found out that Frank Reich was engineering that offense? Because it hasn't looked the same since. So, in short, Doug, some of this is in your control, some of it is out of your control, but better yet, Jeffrey Lurie, Howie Roseman, you got to do something. This ship is sinking fast, really fast. The draft picks suck these days. Where the fuck is Alshon Jeffrey at? You're going to trade him? What's going on with him? Deshaun Jackson keep getting hurt. Like, why? And these are guys that you gave big money to. You didn't foresee any of this? Why would you bring Deshaun Jackson back? Another DK Metcalf instance. He's good for deep passes. He's like 32, 33 years old. He lost his step. Admit it. Okay, don't give him another $40 million. I don't know how much he got, but I feel like he got in my mind, I feel like he got $40 million. I feel like he got $40 million. But why would you resign him? Why wouldn't you go in the draft and draft somebody, or go look at the free agency market and skip over him? All right, dude, you already had a run here, and it was great. It was good. But we're dealing with a quarterback issue right now that y'all don't seem to want to realize. And just go ahead and draft some and get some talent in here, man. Like, I got to say it again. It was a lucky Super Bowl, man. It really was lucky. It was so many dynamics that was going on. It really was when you think about it, because, I mean, after Frank Reich was here or whatever, I mean, and the offense looked great. Everything was so fresh and crisp, which I got to say they all came from the Andy Reid tree, but that's neither here nor there. But it looked so fresh and crisp, and it went ahead and took a turn for the worse when Frank Reich said, all right, well, fuck y'all, I'm out. I want to say they didn't give him the bread that he wanted as an assistant, so he said, fuck it, I'll take a head coaching job. Because I don't think they were actually looking to hire Frank Reich, the coach. I don't think they were. He fell into their lap some way, somehow. So why not, instead of spending some of that money on Deshaun Jackson and XY, give it to the dude who actually won you the Super Bowl. And why not give Nick Foles the extra $20 million? At least at this point, Wentz probably been traded. Now you can't trade him because who wants him? Doug, you gotta get, if they clipped your nuts, just say it, man. Go on a press conference and say, this is not my fault. They clipped my nuts. There's nothing I can do. I will respect it. I would. And I'm off
it. Okay, well, what I got to say from my hot seat, it's not going to take a lot of time. It's really going to be quicker to the point. As we all know, by the time this drops, God willing, Friday morning, they will be announcing who the new president of the United States is. And I just want to say this to everybody out there who has complained, whether you're complaining about Trump, whether you're complaining about the potential of Biden being president, whatever your complaints are, if you are complaining, but you did not, will not, just refuse to, well, shit, it's too late now if you have.
Yeah, at this point, yeah.
But if you have not voted, if you have not taken the time to quote unquote make your voice heard by voting, you, my friend, need to shut the fuck up. Period. You got nothing to say. You have no voice. You might as well be a TV on mute. Quiet. Shut the fuck up. See, if you talking shit, but you out here actually trying to get shit done, cool. I feel like you got a right to rant. You got a right to talk your shit because you are actually out here trying to make it happen. You're doing everything within your power as a citizen to make it happen. But if you complaining about this and that, if you complaining about who the president should be, is, will be, if you got complaints about any of these congressional positions and you're not taking the time to go vote and shit, man, this year they made it so that you can mail them motherfuckers in. And if you couldn't even take time out your busy schedule of sitting on your stank ass and voting, but you running your mouth one more time from your boy, Reality Ron Bullard, and I'm sure from my man, Chris Black, shut the fuck up. And that's reality.
That's for sure. And I want to double down on what you just said, too. So, again, with the media thing, whatever. Oh, the lines are going to be so crazy, whatever. Now, I did mine with the mail-in ballot. I got my email confirmation and everything.
So did I.
So, now, the funny thing to me was the media was portraying this, oh, well, the lines are going to be so long. I've talked to at least 5 people that went and voted. It was like, it was nobody in that joint. Because I think so many people did the mail-in ballots, whatever, just because of that.
Uh-huh.
And that could have been a ploy to hold up the counting of the votes.
True.
Because now, that guy went ahead and he's suing. He put a motion in with his lawyers to Pennsylvania, Georgia, and is it Wisconsin? Or somebody else, whatever, stop the votes. Because now they're counting the mail-in ballots. It's getting real. So, but then he tells them on another state, no, let that run. You can't do that.
Oh, yeah. Can't have it both.
What are you doing? Like, come on.
Gotta pick a lane, baby. Gotta pick a lane.
I said to say whatever, like I said, people, I'm like, yo, you voted? Like, yeah, it's like 5-10 minutes, whatever. I'm like, well, damn, they were saying it. Man, look, I walked in, said I think one person said they split 20 minutes because the people that's running the voting, they older or whatever, like, you know what I'm saying, like senior citizens, like, all right, they a little new technology and, they was a little slow. Like, I got it in and out in 20 minutes. Now, I did hear previously before with the early voting, there was a problem with that. Like, remember they had the polls open early?
Yeah.
There was an issue with that. I know some people were waiting on like 4 or 5 hours. But on actual election day, it's a regular process. Well, so as you said, now I don't mean to cut you off, but as you said, you could have took the time to at least find out. You know what I'm saying? You could have, all right, I'm going to roll up here, whatever, and I'm going to do maybe I'll wait here for a couple hours, whatever. Everything was fine. Everything was cool. So you can't sit up here and bitch and say, oh, man, because of this, oh, man, because of that, and you didn't even put your 2 cents in.
My point, and like I said, like I was going to say, if they maintain this mail-in ballot, I will never, ever miss another election of any kind because I'm just going to put my shit in. I don't want to go to the polls and stand in line and have
what I found out too, though, bro? I'm with you on that, but I found out whatever because I went on a cruise on the first joint. I didn't vote. I'm not going to lie, I didn't vote because I'm like, I don't even know what to do, whatever. Like, he's probably going to lose anyway, and the motherfucker won. But my girl, we was going on a cruise together. She put in the absentee ballot. I didn't know nothing about that.
Oh yeah. No
so
doubt.
there is a way to get around that where you can actually vote by, because we were going away, so it was like, okay, well, we wasn't in the country.
Right, right.
So it was like she was able to vote, whatever. I'm like, oh, why the fuck you ain't tell me? I thought you. How the hell was I going to vote? Like, we on a cruise, like. But either way, be it as it may, whatever. You know what I'm saying? You know, but there are ways, and I think this might be the wave of the future, though.
It should. It really should, man.
It's the way of the future. Now, what I think they should do is have like a and I don't want to spend too much time because we got to wrap this up. We are blazing, burning a hole through this joint.
Yeah, no doubt.
But I do want to say this though. I think that it should be the wave of the future, and I think they should have a better cutoff time, to where so those ballots are already there, ready to be counted on the day of election day. And Pennsylvania got to change theirs too, because we got some weird rule. We got to wait until the very last second, and then you got to wait a certain amount of time. It's something weird. Whereas our votes always come out last anyway. So they got to start looking at this process, whatever. And okay, with the COVID and with now we've been through this. Okay, let's make it easier for everybody.
Right. Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I think that I think you're definitely 1,000% on target with this one, man. Like my man said, if you did not even attempt or put forth the effort, because the effort, I was getting so many damn things to do the mail-in ballot. I felt I had to. Like, I was getting flyers every fucking day.
Yeah, no doubt.
Vote. This is how you do it. Do this. And I'm like, all right, I'm getting tired. And maybe if I do it, there'll stop. And it did stop. So I did it was a deterrent. Like, I'm tired of this fucking junk mail. Like, but however, if you didn't take the time to vote, I'm gonna say this much: you kind of a fucking lame. Because everybody been complaining ever since the COVID. He didn't do anything, and this is your chance to change it.
No doubt.
And that one vote might be a lot. You just never know.
Factor. It could be the determining factor.
Exactly. You never know. So if you didn't do it this time, you gotta live with the results. Now, us personally, we voted, and if I don't like the results, then I'm gonna be pissed. Bottom line, because I put my 2 cents in.
Right.
So I think that was a good point, bro. And on that note, you can go ahead and close it out, brother.
Once again, I just want to say how much we love y'all for kicking it with a couple of brothers who put it down like no other. It's your boy, Reality Ron Bullard, my man, Chris Black. Where you need a reality check, the reality realm is where you want to be at. We'll be back next week, God willing, in the building, and that's reality.
Long live Sean Kemp.
I'm never sleeping, cause sleeping is the cause of your death. Live by the code till I take my last breath. I'm never sleeping, I hustle while you rest. We from the cooking still ain't nothing left.